The ravens gather come to feast on sovereigns great down to the least. They taste the same as souls released, if serve for king or knight or priest. Then we croon is sharp and cold, as tried and true as it is old. Come join the tune if you be bold. We sing a song of blood and gold. 'Tis no occasion for the frail. Is not your pence and never wail. Think on the wenches, coin and ale, that wait for those who tell the tale. The ravens gather come to feast on sovereigns great down to the least. They taste the same as souls released, if serve for king or knight or priest. And if your bowels they do impale, should your blood run and leave you pale, enjoy that last breath you inhale, for never more shall you travail. The hymn we croon is sharp and cold, as tried and true as it is old. Come join the tune if you be bold. We sing a song of blood and gold. The ravens gather come to feast on sovereigns great down to the least. They taste the same as souls released, if serve for king or knight or priest.
And hello, all. We are back for episode 19, the penultimate episode of Ravens Gather. We had a little bit of delay there. Unfortunately, Coco is not going to be able to be with us tonight, but he will be back for the final game in 2 weeks. So, when last we left off, you guys had finally managed to retrieve the sword, and with the help of the Pictish druids, were sent back directly to Caerleon, where you found chaos ensuing. Uh, Prince Constantine was crowned king in the king's absence by the bishop and the Lord Chancellor. No one has seen the Lord Marshal, and there's a huge fire going on in the Jewish quarter of the city. They're persecuting pagans outside the city. You ran into Abbot, your old friend Abbot Jonah, who informed you what was going on. You had just approached the city, and we're going to say Cormac went off to warn your fellow ravens in Bramble Hollow. So he has just taken off. You guys have approached the city, and you encountered a battle about to take place between the Royal Guard and your rivals, the Red Wolves. And you notice the Queen is out front, sitting her horse, getting ready to order her men to charge. And you just arrived outside the city. There's screaming, there's yelling, there's dead people everywhere.
Prom night.
Aye, aye, aye.
2d6, right?
Yes, everything's 2d6.
Cool. All right. So I need a much better idea of what I'm looking at. Can I get to the queen? Can I get to the people that are my people? Can I do any of these things, or am I stuck behind something? What's going on?
You're about 100 yards due south of them, looking directly north at the city. They are lined up about 50 yards from each other. Neither side has charged yet. You see the queen is out
Cool.
front, waving a sword around, rallying the troops.
I draw Excalibur above my head. Is there any sunlight by any chance?
It is midday, and the sword is reflecting a massive amount of light off it.
And I bellow at the top of my lungs, "Halt!" across the fields, projecting my kingly stuffs.
Okay, you notice as we're going to count that as a shout spell. The sword amplifies your voice mightily. It booms around the valley. that the city is in, and everyone is stunned and is looking around. And the troops behind the queen all start cheering, and she's kind of deflates a little on her horse, then sits back up straight. And the wolves are just kind of looking around at each other, not sure what to do. They seem very confused.
Start walking right towards the whole thing.
I'm on a
Let's
horse.
see if regicide's on anybody's mind today.
Okay,
I'm on.
you guys are going up behind him.
Yep.
Nobody,
I'm
nobody,
going-
nobody has
so-
a horse. Nobody has a horse right now.
Atmos, what were you going to say?
I'm going to accompany the king because I don't want the king to just get swarmed by like 20 guys.
I have Excalibur. I'll be fine. Totally fine.
You never know.
It clearly saved Uther, so I'll be fine.
I look for a horse I can commandeer.
There's a bunch of soldiers up ahead of you. You have to walk up there, and they may or may not want to give you their horses, but you.
I make a beeline for the queen.
Okay, so you're up with the king. So
Helmet up so she can recognize my face.
Okay, yeah. And Cormac, it bolts off. He's looking for a horse to take so he can get to Bramble Hollow. And you guys have 10 ravens with you at this point, including Sam the miner. And they're all trotting up behind the king.
Where's my ogre?
Oh yes, and Grant will be with you too. He's right behind you, and he's making quite a spectacle of himself. And as you get close to the queen, she gets off her horse and starts walking towards you. The wolves just bolt back the way they came.
So yeah, so I look directly at her. I look directly at my wife, the queen, and say, "What in the name of all the hells and heavens and incarnation and creation is going on?"
In a madhouse. I and Brianna, your daughter, were thrown in the dungeon. Chancellor Tristan and the bishop.
I'll have their heads.
We just
A knighthood and land, 100 acres, to any man who brings me those two alive.
We got a job.
And the men are all cheering, but we must get to the Jewish quarter. They're burning and pillaging there.
So I look at the troops and I go, "To the Jewish quarter, save them all, go!"
They bolt off and they take
And
off.
I'm heading for my fucking castle.
Okay, it's probably about a 20-minute walk through up to the. It's like
Cool.
built on a hill, so you're walking up the street. People are all coming out. The king lives. The king lives.
And everybody that comes out and bellows, I tell them, "To the Jewish quarter, save all you can. This I command."
And people bow and take off. A couple of them bolt themselves back in their house.
Yeah, of course they do. Mark their door with lamb blood for later. No, anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, and so that's what I'm doing. So let them do what they're doing. I mean, I'm trying to remove myself from the immediate action so that the ravens can do stuff.
Okay, and you come to the palace, and the guards are outside, are absolutely startled. My lord, we had been told you were killed. They crowned the prince.
The reports of my demise were premature, and I walk past them.
Uh,
Now,
y-
that's what I'm doing. I ain't got
Okay.
time for this bullshit today.
I'm gonna disappear and turn into a bird and start scouting for the bishop and the chancellor.
Okay, so from outside the castle, you're just going to go and start circling around.
Yeah, circling above the castle, looking for a group of people that may be leading something going towards this Jewish, because the bishop is probably trying to take care of them or get rid of them.
Okay, so you're heading towards the fighting,
Yeah.
circling above. You see a lot of chaos. The royal guard are starting to engage with the local soldiers, some of whom surrender straight away, but a lot of them are actually fighting back. And there is a very large mob of civilians that seem to be doing most of the damage.
I'm going to do a shock and awe on all these people, and I'm going to swoop down and turn into a man in the middle of the battle and say, "Hold this battle! The king is returned."
Ooh, okay. What is your? Do you have leadership or or influence?
I have a leadership.
What's your leadership?
One.
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 Okay, and we're going to give you a bonus for this because supernatural event. Give me 2d6 plus 3.
I got an 11, 6 and a 5.
Okay.
Ooh.
Plus. Okay, so they basically everybody in the area just starts throwing down their weapons and like they're shocked, and most of them are running away. And very soon the royal guard starts getting a handle on things. They start arresting people. There's still a bit of fighting because some of these soldiers that were taking part are now trying to escape, but these guys are mostly on horseback because they rode in, so they're basically cutting them down fairly easily.
I talk to the queen, and I have the reins of the horse in my hand. I'm like, what's her name again? I forgot. Guinevere?
Queen
Her name's
Elwyn.
Queen. Or also, her other name would be Your Highness. Fucking peasant.
Signora, I say, Signora Evelyn. The mission was complete.
Yes, I see. I'm very glad to hear it. You will, of course, be paid, Sir Francesco. I know that coin is dear to your heart. Worry not about that.
Is there anything else you would want from me?
Just follow my husband's orders. There's much to do. The main thing now is we need to find that bastard Chancellor Penpraise and the Bishop Callow. I could skin them both alive, throwing us in the dungeon like that. And we must find Sir Tristan. We must find Sir Tristan. He stood up to them, and we don't know what happened to him.
I see. Yes, of course. And what is the reward for this? 100 acres, we said. Yes. Does they have this?
And a knighthood.
And a knighthood. Yes.
So you could stop being a fucking peasant.
No. Very well. I take off on her horse.
Wait! You tried to take off on her? She just puts her hand on your chest as you try to climb.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It looks incredibly.
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry. I'm usually used to the one with being the horse. My bad.
Indeed. She just starts walking and hands it to one of the stable hands as she comes up to the castle.
I go to the castle. I follow the castle looking for this Penrose and what's his name? Penrose
and Bishop Lord Chancellor Penpraise and Archbishop Callow are the two that led the rebellion. Penpraise, as you would all have known, is a fanatical Catholic, and the bishop, and he actually is the one who convinced the king into letting the Vatican appoint this guy bishop because they were basically making threats, and he convinced him that this would appease the Vatican for the time being.
Bene.
So, as you're all gathered in the throne room or the receiving chamber, servants are scurrying in. Apparently, they're issuing reports. Apparently, a lot of people were purged from the palace. Most of them they think are down in the dungeons below. No one has seen the prince, the bishop, and the Lord Chancellor were last seen a few hours ago when the trouble started.
I grabbed the closest guard by his tabard, not hard, but like grab him by the hand, like so I have his attention, maybe hook my fingers into the top of his armor. Go to the dungeons and free everyone that has been put there by wrongness. Do you understand me, boy?
Right away, sir. Right away, sir.
Good. And then I walk into my throne room and take a look at it. What kind of shape is it in?
The throne room itself is in fairly decent condition. It looks like there was a ceremony very hastily and recently held here. There's like rose petals all thrown around the floor that haven't been properly swept up. There's long tables with the remains of a feast set up on it.
I look at anyone other than these guys who I'm just like, they're cool. I have no issue with them. But look at one of my people that I can order around. Mm-hmm. Take
there's-
how many people you need and find me a boulder the size of a cow's flank and have it brought to the throne room immediately. The biggest one you can carry.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's some out in the garden that will do nicely, I think.
Good. Be quick about it. And I sit on my throne and just kind of go,
Uh, I look at him and whisper, Your Majesty, I don't know, why are we redecorating at this time?
you'll see. I'll teach your guinea ass something about the way we do things on our island.
So you want me to find Pen, Praise, and Callow?
The prince, the bishop, and the chancellor are to be brought before me, preferably unharmed.
Understood. I will arrange for this.
Make it so.
Boyden,
Yes,
we have a task at hand.
we do. Quick question. How are the wolves reacting to us being here?
They fled as soon as they saw that the king was there, and
Okay, good.
after that display, they just bolted off to the west.
Alrighties. Let us go, Francisco.
I look at the king and say, is it possible to borrow that sword of yours for this task, or is that not in the options?
I'm gonna
Get
bop
out.
Francisco over the head.
Out of
Ow!
my sight.
At this
Ow!
point, Khan comes back in after having settled the events in the Jewish quarter.
Gone!
Yes, I stopped the battle in the Jewish quarter, and I would like to try to find the quarters of the chancellor or the bishop so I could get a scent, and I will start tracking.
I grab another one of my people that are still there, if there are any more.
Oh yeah, there's plenty around.
These men are to get anything and everything they need. They are not to be hindered, and their word within reason, except for the Italian, are as if I myself gave it.
Oh yeah, yes, sir, absolutely, sir. And at this point, some servants come in. They enlisted Grant to help them. He's got this giant ass rock. He's kind of lumbering in. Where you
In
want
front
rock?
in front of the throne.
Boom!
Stand-
Dust
beautiful.
floats out.
I stand up, I take Excalibur, and I whisper a quiet message to Merlin for assistance, and then I say, by the power of this sword and these islands, let only he who is rightful king draw this blade from the stone. And I plunge Excalibur into the fucking boulder.
Sparks and blue light. Everyone is very, very impressed. People are kind of backing away, and it goes right in like you're stabbing into butter.
So I look at Grunt and I go, try to take the sword from the stone.
All right. At first, he tries to like three finger it, like pick him. Okay. Then he like grabs it by the cross guard. He's like puts his foot up.
Wait, let me try. I just step in, push Grant aside.
I whisper to one of my guys, if he draws the sword, shoot him.
I grab the sword and I'm like, hello? I saying hello? Like,
To who, the
talk
sword?
To the sword.
The sword is unresponsive.
What do you wish for?
Did I or did I not instruct you to find the knaves who have betrayed us with rebellion? Enough with your carnival jokes, or I shall make you my jester.
You talk to it. You talk to it. Why can't I talk to it?
Get out, Italian.
I go. I try to pull the sword and.
Okay, I cross the three steps and slap him across the fucking face as hard as I can. Jesus Christ.
Okay, at this point, a bunch of servants come up, including some guards, and they have Sir James Tengrows, the Lord Marshal. He looks like two guys are holding him up. He looks like he has been beaten to a bloody, bloody pulp.
Where are my medicants?
We'll find them. We'll find them now, sir. We'll find them now.
Hurry, quickly.
And he
James,
sees,
take my seat, and I point to the throne so we can sit down.
and he like half climbs and like just collapses in it. Like, oh, I'm so glad to see you, old friend. Things got very, very ugly there.
We'll set them right. Gentlemen, find these villains.
I follow Khan.
Yep. I'm going to the rooms. You probably need to fix my camera again. Sorry, I got a phone call and it messed up my feed. But anyways, I'm going to the rooms to search for a scent for the bishop and or the chancellor.
Good
Okay,
job.
well, what are you going to use to pick the scent up initially?
My beast magic.
No, I mean you'll need something of theirs. You'll need to
Oh,
locate.
I'm trying to go to their quarters. If I can
Oh,
get a
okay.
location on their quarters, I'm gonna get a scent from their room.
Okay, someone will. Oh yes, I'll show you. I'll show you. They'll lead you off. And then you just and Sir James kind of like indicates the doorway, and there is a bunch of collection of monks and a few priests who are kind of bowing their way in. Uh, Sire, it's so good that you have returned. It's so good. We are so very pleased. We are overwhelmed with joy at your safe return. And the guards.
I just look at James and what side in all of this did they take?
Most of the real trouble started after I was thrown in the dungeon, but I recognized 2 or 3 of the bishop's men in there.
Good. Guards!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All of them in irons and put them over there to wait.
But Your Majesty, the Vatican will not
The,
stand for this.
the next one who talks, tear out his tongue and have it shipped immediately to the Vatican.
They all kind of look at each other. Even the guards kind of look at each other like, all right. they march them over. They start tying them down to the bench where the feast had been set up.
I whisper over to Leo. It seems like our
See?
king might be a tyrant.
You didn't know this? They're all like this. I'm sorry to tell you.
Tyrant, yeah. Using threats. Tyranny!
Okay, and after about
kind all the time.
and you're sending out various orders. You're making sure everything's calm in the city. You're starting to get reports that the violence has died down, although there's still stone off in the surrounding countryside.
Okay.
And when Brother Jonah eventually turns up at the castle, this is the. Did I include him here? I did not. But the guy you remember, Brother Jonah, is the guys that kept you guys safe the last time you're in Camelot, and the abbot that you spoke to when you first got back, who told you what was going on with the after your son had been crowned, and he bows down, like, Majesty. The Majesty has gone to the loo. Oh, we will wait for
the
him.
Majesty is refilling his tankard. Jonah, how are you?
I am troubled, Your Majesty.
As am I.
I was not in the city when this took place, but I have been asking around, and there were strange reports.
Such as?
Apparently, the Virgin herself appeared in this very room
Yes, I'm
for
sure
a
she
conclave of your priests, including all of these gentlemen over here. I would not trust any of them, Your Majesty.
No. I do not. And I assume they're too Catholic to understand the concept of glamours and such things, yes?
The church insists such things do not exist.
And yet they see them with their own eyes. Very well.
Anything they do see out of the ordinary will, of course, be ascribed to the Dark One. And in this particular case, I'm not sure they would be wrong. But
I
supposedly,
pat him on the shoulder. After today, they'll be calling me the Dark One. Wait and see.
as Your Majesty knows, there has been much pent-up hostility among the religious groups, and I'm ashamed to say that my own church has been among the most vocal and fiery of the lot. But apparently, they say the Virgin herself appeared in this throne room after the coronation and ordered all of this madness. I
Yes,
cannot
yes, and I'm,
believe
and
that
I'm
for
sure
a moment.
Joseph himself came and fixed all the tables with his own hands and wood. We will deal with all this later. Now I only care for finding the villains. That is all that is of priority to me.
What disturbs me, though, is I could see them lying about such a thing, but men who I trust told me they did indeed see this vision.
We have in our travels discovered that the powers of Fae are strong and aware in our islands, and may indeed be in league with certain people who have made dark pacts.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Mm.
I shall return to my abbey, and I shall attempt to put a list together for you of those I think are to be trusted and not.
So I point at two guards. You stay with him at all time. He is to be the Archbishop of Camelot, after all. We cannot have him being killed by evil.
He's kind of startled and he bows. And he said, with your leave, I'll get to my work, Majesty.
As you need.
Hi, Donna.
Sir Francesco. He just kind of,
So I look at Sir Francesco and go, are the villains in this room, Sir Francesco?
Khan is on the case. Khan is on
And what
the
are you
case.
doing? Are you relaxing? Perhaps you've decided to retire to the fields. What is your plan?
I'm waiting for Khan.
Okay, so Khan, since you got back from to let them know the situation in the Jewish quarter was handled, what are you doing there? Are you just waiting in the throne room, or
No, I'm going with the guards that Sir James told me or said to show me where the rooms are or
that's right,
whatever I
that's right.
needed.
Okay, so they lead you to the two rooms and they give you some clothing items, and so you pick up the scent from both.
Yep, and then I'm going to start following it.
Okay, the most recent trail goes through the throne room. That was probably fairly recently today, a couple hours back. Starts leading out down the main avenue.
As I pass through the throne room, I say, "My grace, I am on the trail."
Excellent. Take the Italian with you.
I
Follow
might
Khan.
need backup once I find them, so that probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
I am a cavalry officer. I can do much
Not
things with.
in Camelot. Now either go, or I will set you to fire patrol.
There I go.
By that I mean you will be on fire and put on patrol.
Honestly, after all the things I did, fire patrol would be easier.
Okay, so Boyden, are you and the rest of the Ravens going to accompany them, or
Yes.
okay? So
Yay.
they'll arrange for Sir James arranges for you guys to all have horses, so you will be mounted once you're outside the city.
And once we get out of the city, I'm gonna call my animals and me so my wolf can help me track.
Okay, yeah, they've been waiting nearby, so they come trotting up. They're very happy to see you. He like jumped up on you, is licking your face.
Yep.
And your bull's wagging his tail.
I'm patting him on the back and giving my
Khan,
wolf
do we have any
kisses.
leads?
I have a scent of the bishop or the chancellor. I'm
Yes, them. You have both of them and the
Oh.
prince, and they appear to be together. They're mixed together. The sense apparently they were traveling together.
Ew, gross.
Yep.
I go to Khan and say, well, how do we know they didn't meet up with the larger force while they fled and are going to have an army by their side?
Well, we won't approach an army, but we will return and get an army.
So this is a reconnaissance mission. Understood. Let's go.
Okay, and also you can tell from the scent they're on horseback. You can smell horses as well as you're following the trail. You follow the trail for a couple hours.
Okay.
They headed off to the east, and eventually they are met. You see from the tracks, they are met by around 40 men, and then the entire group continues east.
And we are 10 ravens plus us.
Yes, there's 13 of you altogether.
Okay. Still recon. We're going to just try to find their location. And then if y'all want to stake it out, I'll fly back and let the king know.
Hold on. What all we have to do is capture 2 of them.
I think he would probably like to see the prince face to face as well. But
We just have to
Also, I
capture
don't
them.
think our odds are great against 40 men with just
oh yeah,
us and 10 men. So yeah, we'll continue the reconnaissance,
right.
and we'll basically relay information back so we could surprise them at their flank.
Understood. Khan, remember, eagle's cry is us, and I try to mimic an eagle's cry badly.
Meep, meep. Eagles have a pathetic cry, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever you hear the American eagle like screech, that's always like a hawk of some kind because the eagle itself is actually pathetic.
That being said, I say we'll keep an track on them. Go get reinforcements.
Okay, so you're sending him back for reinforcements?
That's the plan.
Okay. So,
Send who are we sending back? I was going to fly back once we found them because I can fly a lot faster and we can send a man on a horse. But
Oh, that's a better idea. Yes, let's do that.
yeah.
okay, so you're gonna bird up and head that direction?
Well, once we find their actual location, we've only found that they've met up with 40 men so far, right? And they're headed
That,
east.
yes.
Right. So I guess we keep on following them until we find them, and then I'll fly back.
Okay.
Yes.
You fly another probably 15 miles, a little over an hour away, and you looks like they have loaded up on a ship, and they're just breaking port.
Uh-oh.
They're at a fishing village. It's a large 3-masted ship, but it was waiting outside the just to the south of a fishing village. It looks like they have just boarded onto that.
I
Question:
All right.
Is Grunt with us with that boulder?
Grunt is still in the throne room right now. Grunt stayed behind. He's appointed
As
himself
is the
the king's
boulder.
bodyguard.
As is the boulder with Excalibur,
Yeah.
just so we're clear. We're
Damn.
not leaving with that.
Yeah, Grunt has appointed himself the king's bodyguard
Hmm.
because he was
Okay.
knighted. He's taking
Yep.
this very seriously.
I look at the ship. I look at the ship, trying to identify what type of ship is it, what type of build, colors.
Well, this is just Khan that's out there.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Once I notice the ship, I fly back to the party, let them know what I found 15 miles ahead. If they want to continue forward, I'm going to fly back and let the king know.
Also, give me a 2d6 plus your perception roll.
Okay. I have a 4 in perception.
Jeez.
I have a 7 on the dice, so 4, 11.
Okay, you notice the flag of Essex on the ship.
I knew it. All right. So I let they've met up with Essex. They're the ones who ambushed us Ravens.
Yes, and also
Those damn Germans.
the Brentwald, the High King of all the Saxon kingdoms. You guys had seen in Camelot, meeting with the Chancellor on multiple occasions. When
I
you
will
were
now
in the
head
city.
back to Camelot. Y'all can either follow on horseback or you can head towards to keep scouting, which they're leaving the pier. They'll be leaving soon. So you probably won't catch them.
Yeah, by the time
I
it'll be another hour before that you get back to meeting
Right.
with the rest of the Ravens. So they're out to sea at this point.
All right. And could I tell which direction they were headed before I?
It looked like they were heading east, which would be towards their lands. Show the larger map here.
Right. All right. After I
So
let them know, I'm gonna take off towards the kingdom, and I'm gonna ask I'm gonna be like, Merlin, give me your winds, and I take off.
Okay, so are you? So do you stop to talk to them first, or are you going to
Yeah,
head? Okay,
yeah,
so he lets you know what he saw, and then you're going to head back directly to the castle.
yes.
Okay, so by this point, it's about sundown. By the time you get back, you'll get back there a couple hours before they do. And you notice this hawk flies in through the window and lands and just turns into Khan. A lot of people are
And
startled by this, but they're kind of like keeping their they're keeping quiet. Grant is sitting like on the stairs in front of the throne.
and I make sure I land halfway from the door to the throne, and I land in a bowing position or on a knee, and I say, "My grace, I have returned with news.
Rise, rise. What news have you?
They have met up with a group of 40, the prince, the chancellor, and the bishop. They have boarded a ship, and they're headed east towards Essex.
Essex. The damn Saxons.
The Saxons are the ones who also ambushed the Ravens, and slaughtered us.
Um, so it would seem my son is a traitor. Well
It
then,
would appear
where is that pompous Italian?
he is on the way back now.
The moment he arrives, I say to one of my people, have him brought here immediately. He can bathe and everything else when I'm done talking to him. You've done well, Con. You've done well.
Thank you, my lord. And I
Grant
step
gives you
back.
a and probably about 2.5 hours later, it's getting on probably like 10ish in the evening. You guys show up back at the castle, the Ravens,
Hmm.
and you are told at the as soon as you approach the castle, Sir Francesco, the king wants to see you immediately.
Yes, I go to the I go to the. I'm tired. I go to the throne room. Yes, my king.
So it is that my son has betrayed me to Essex, yes? He has committed treason against Camelot and Carillon.
All the evidence suggests so, and that was Khan's testimony.
Good. Rest, and in the morning gather your ravens. Figure out what you need to do. But I charge you, as my contract, bring him back. Sneak into Essex, do whatever you need to do.
Uh, uh, my lord, should I bring him back alive or?
Yes, very much alive. The other two, I don't care. Cut their heads off for all I give a shit. Slit their
At,
throats and let them die on their own blood.
at this point, the princess who has been holding back steps up. He says, uh, I cannot believe Constantine would. He is a fool, but he's
Where's
not
that
disloyal this
female?
way."
Where's that female he was associating with?
Oh,
See, sir, permission to answer. See, his consort is now frozen in the cave where Merlin is frozen
Oh, that's
by
helpful.
the same spell we had. She was possessed by Morgan, and we did not want to kill her, so we threw her with Merlin, hoping that when Merlin will thaw, she will thaw with him.
So be it. Well, again, bring him back. That's all I care about.
I will. Yes. And what are the terms of and a contract? Is a what's the reward for such a contract, sir?
I believe there's still a reward of 100 acres and a knighthood on the table. What more do you need?
I just want to confirm it because this is a new contract.
So I
For a
turn
new
to
job.
whoever's standing around that's like my people, and I go, "Where is my man of coin?"
we'll send for him, sir.
Immediately, and rouse him from bed if you must.
And a
Wait,
couple minutes later, the checker is like looks like he's a very old man. He walks in. He's wearing a robe. He's like tying up. Yes, yes, Your Majesty. What can I do for you?
What is the state of the royal coffers?
Uh, I have not been allowed in to see the treasury for
What?
some time.
What? Go now!
I was relieved of my duties. My keys were confiscated. I do not
Francisco,
even know.
take your men, go with, and take the damn door off the hinges if you must.
Understood. Grant, if you may.
They've robbed the kingdom blind. I'll bet my troth on it.
I too.
Well, when you order Grant, he turns around and looks
Please
at the king.
break the
The
door.
king. He, as far as Grant's considered, he works for him
Go,
now.
go, 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 go. Go, 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 go.
Okay, so you guys, he leads you down
That's
there.
why I asked. I didn't know.
Big iron door.
Am I present?
Yes, you're all there.
Oh, okay. I could try picking the
Grant,
lock.
if you.
If it doesn't work, Grunt could
Yeah,
get
let him
down the
pick the
door.
lock.
Okay, what's your skullduggery?
I believe it's 5.
Okay, this is a. So give me a 2d6 minus 2.
2d6
This is a
2.
very rough door to pick.
I bet. But at least we have Grunt just in case. All right. Hold on a second. Oh, nope. 5.
Okay, so you spend a couple of minutes working on this, and you're like, I don't think I can do this.
I don't got this at all. Grunt?
Need big hammer and wedge, iron wedge.
I will go search for that right now.
I look at one of the men and say, "Isn't it? I don't know if I should ask this, but isn't it possible that the king just uses Excalibur to cut this thing, or is that not a thing you do?"
You are a classy dude.
Excalibur is in a stone right now.
Sam, who is with you, says, my lord, Captain, I wouldn't ask that.
I'm starting to get the hang of. I'm starting to understand how things work here. It's weird.
I searched for a wedge and a big hammer.
Yeah, you ask one of the servants. After a little while, they manage to rustle that stuff up for you. And Grunt goes to work on it. Takes him probably about 20 minutes, but he eventually breaks through enough of the stone that he can knock the hinges off and just pushes the door down, and boom, dust flies up. And the checker heads in, does a quick inventory. Then he's like, he heads back up to the throne room. Majesty. The good news is the treasury has not been emptied.
But
Several large chests of gold crowns have been removed. I'm estimating almost 2 million crowns.
gracious.
Oh my god.
Well, peel out 1,000 of them and give them to the Italian to fund his expedition.
Yes, sir. And I'll have someone fix the door and get a new lock put in.
Francesco?
Yes, my lord.
Whatever you don't spend of the money we give you, you may keep as reward for your service.
Oh. How?
What's
how
sorry,
much
what's
money?
Atmos? What's Brendan? Brendan will carry the money, though.
Understood. How much money are we talking about, though?
1,000 gold crowns would be roughly equivalent of 10,000 silver nobles, which is the usual standard currency.
And there's 1,000 crowns in the treasury.
Well, they're giving you 1,000.
Yeah.
There's
You're
a
not
lot
getting
more
the
than
treasury.
Oh no, I understood the treasury is done. This is the only thing left.
Yeah, there's probably 50 million nobles in the treasury proper.
Oh. Okay.
Need I
think-
remind you, Francisco, that we can't be stingy just because you get to keep the excess.
Eh.
Hey,
Well,
Verso, get him!
well, let me think. Let me think. How do we do this? How do we do this?
Well, the first question is, how do we get there, by horseback or by boat?
I actually have an idea. Okay, Boyd and Khan, you're coming with me, and we're doing this. There's no way we can do this by force. It would be too difficult.
Well, I can always scout to find their actual location, and then we can work on a extraction plan.
We will take 10 men with 10 of the fastest horses we have. And the boat. That's all we're taking. There is not going to be a direct assault. That is a suicide route.
Also, you keep in mind, you guys don't really know exactly where they're heading, other than they were heading east towards the Saxon kingdoms,
Right.
of which there are 3.
Oh,
Let me
they're
throw up
gonna
the
lead. They're gonna lead us to the.
Essex and Sussex.
Yeah,
yes, Essex, Sussex, and Wessex.
Oh, we don't need to find them. They will show themselves to us. I have a plan.
Might I add something? We may have to ask for Khan to track them for a longer period of time to figure out where exactly they're going, because we don't know whether or not they're going to be on this.
Yeah, you won't be able to send track them over the water too. Keep in
Right.
mind.
So the next step would be we would have to locate the ship they were on, the exact ship, and then start from there.
I have a better idea. Follow me.
Yeah,
Okay.
keep in mind, man, 3 masters are not common in this day and age. That's a pretty recognizable ship they were on.
Yeah. I go to retire for the night. Go pray.
Quick
Yeah.
political question while he's doing that. What is the relationship with Kent? Is Kent a Saxon kingdom and a Christian kingdom? What's up with Kent?
Kent is still worships the Germanic gods. They are hostile to the Saxon kingdoms. They're
Mhm.
Jutes mostly.
Okay.
From
What's their
kind of like
relationship to me?
they basically have no relationship of anyone except the Saxons who they're surrounded by, and they periodically fight them, but everybody else, their hands are full, so they basically don't mess with anyone else. They're just trying to maintain their small kingdom.
Cool. We're gonna send messengers, multiple, so that way they get through to the King of Kent, and we seek treaty with them. We seek to parlay.
Okay.
And I got a nice young daughter to marry off. Just
I go to sleep, and but before that, I go pray. And waking up in the morning, I prepare to journey east.
Okay, so how are you guys planning to head through? Because there's quite a stretch of Caerleon. It's most of the way through the country, and then you have the Saxon kingdom, the Saxon lands to pass through.
There's 10 ravens with a good horse and the liaison to a fishing village, and the liaison to the coast to follow us, like a ship that follows us intermittently on fishing villages.
So you're going to stick to the southern coast the entire time.
We are eventually walking our way east and seeing the first sex-related kingdom we can come across.
Okay, you'll initially encounter Sussex. Let me just bring this up here. Once you get to the border of Caerleon, there's a large inlet, and then and also this large island is controlled by Caerleon. There's a military post there.
Before I leave, I just ask. I I forgot to do something. Before I leave, I ask Bear, if I do talk to your son, is there anything you want me to tell him?
We await him in our throne room.
Okay, so
Okay.
you guys.
I go on my way.
Okay, so
Wait.
your guys are gonna on horseback. The three of you and 10 men.
Yes.
Yes.
How
Yep.
how are you dressed?
Royal attire. So not royal, war attire, like full on gear.
Are you going to be flying your colors?
Yes.
Okay, you're flying your Ravens colors and your mantles. You're wearing your mantles that identify you.
Raven colors.
Okay.
So what? So
Wait.
you want to travel through the Saxon kingdoms with the Raven flag flying, and they ambushed us a couple months
Yeah, I
ago.
know. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm doing it.
Are you planning for us to get captured?
I'm planning to make contact with them. That's as far as I can
We
see
need to
ahead.
discuss this further because
Yeah.
that's a horrible plan.
I told
Uh,
them, listen.
we could use the extra money to change out our horses to basically do a forced march or basically travel as quickly as possible. But I would uh, err on the side of caution and about like displaying our colors.
I know what I'm doing. Trust me. I've done this before, by the way.
But you need to explain the plan to the rest of us.
Uh, how much can I say? We do what's in our interest, and in this case, it is talking, and we'll see how much we can get from there. So we will talk to them. That's it. And remember, no matter what I say, tell the king I am on his side. But this stays
I don't
between
like
us.
this.
So we travel east.
Yes. Boyden's not going to be wearing the colors.
Okay, you're just wearing regular clothing. Are you?
Con looks like this.
Okay, so okay, so morning comes. They've prepared 2 horses for each man, so you can push them a bit without killing them. And
As we
And we go.
travel, can we use our coin to purchase new horses to keep up our breakneck pace along the way?
you can probably find horses. You're not going to get like good horses just on the fly like
Hmm.
that. You're certainly going to be able to find war horses.
Hmm.
You can probably get 25 miles a day using both horses, pushing them fairly hard, but without like breaking them.
We don't go that fast. I say let's take a moderate pace. We're not in a rush. They're not gonna disappear.
Okay, well, it'll be a 3-day march to the border, the Sussex border. You won't be bothered by anyone in the meantime. You do see that some of the chaos in the capital did spread to the surrounding country. But as word is out, there's soldiers spreading throughout the land telling people to basically knock it the hell off.
I do know if we was to stop by Bramble Hollow, that is a place we could get horses because Sir Edward brought his horses from Mercia, his horse farm, to Bramble Hollow.
And that's also where the bulk of the Ravens are right now. That's where the
Right.
main force is. That's northerly, and that's not along the coast. You would have to right here by
I
Winchester in the upper right of the
We
map.
don't go there. We keep to the coast. That's the plan. So it's
Yeah.
kind of far away.
Yeah, no, it was just an option for more horses.
We're not going to catch up to the ship. It travels a lot more faster than this. I'm very confused about this plan.
Good. It's a very confusing plan.
Okay, so the 3 days will pass, uh, and you get to basically to the border. Uh, there has been a lot of raiding, from what you gather from the small villages you pass by soldiers from Sussex into this area. They've taken a lot of people prisoner. They've burned a few villages. And they've done a lot of looting, particularly of cattle. This has been increasing over the last week or so.
I go to I. Okay, guys. Our plan is to find it, parlay with their forces.
Well, if you keep heading that way, sir, you're bound to run into them. I don't know how good an idea that is, but
Trust me on this. Let's go though. So I'm just gonna go talk to them.
okay. So you're gonna keep, and eventually you'll come across a scouting party of about a dozen guys. They see you.
I actually take my lance and put it up, meaning I'm not here to fight.
They kind of
Lance
look
in
at
the
each
air.
other. They wait for you. They don't approach. They're up on a hill.
I stand at the bottom of the hill and shout, "Hello!"
Hello there. And what can we do for you?
I'm here to parley. Take me to your commander.
They kind of look at each other. There's some mumbling. Right this way.
Against my better judgment, I'm going to follow Francisco.
Khan is not going to follow. Khan is going to stick to the wood line with his animals.
Okay.
Smart
If the
move.
other are the other 10 ravens going with them?
That's up to the
Oh,
Sir
the leader,
Francesco, the
yeah, Sir
leader.
Francesco, yeah.
Do what you wish. Just needs to be me. I
None
actually
of
follow
them
them. It's
seem
like
interested in following this. They all hang out with Khan in the woods.
I actually make so I'm always at least 50 yards away from them. So if they do anything fishy, I can bolt it because I don't know how much I trust them. Take
Okay,
me to
well,
your commander.
they're waiting. They're like, come along.
I just follow them.
Okay, so you and Boyden are going.
Yep.
Okay, they wait for you. They're just waiting at the top of the hill for you to approach them.
I approach very cautiously.
This way, and they lead you a little ways. And as you come down to the bottom of the far side of the hill, you see a large encampment of about 5,000 men. It looks recently thrown together. It's a large stockade. It looks like a temporary fort, although a very large one.
I stop at the top of the hill and say, "Bring your commander here with as many men as he wants. I'll wait for him here."
Certainly. You kind of smile and they head down. And they head.
I just want to say I'm sorry, Boyden.
Hold
I'm
on,
not
hold
going
on.
to
I
let him
got
die
this.
by himself.
And they enter the fort, and you see in there you lose track of them inside because it's very densely packed. This is a marching fort. This isn't a normal permanent structure. This is something they
If
put
this is
up.
the hill, if they're here and this is the hill, I'm on this side. So if they try to shoot at me, I can bolt it down.
Okay, you're staying at the top of the hill. All right.
Yep.
After 5 minutes after they get there, you start hearing bells ring, bong, 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 and the doors open, and the entire force looks like they're mustering.
Well, I think they don't want to talk.
They're
Francisco.
assembling outside, and they're forming ranks outside the fort on the side of the hill.
Francisco, before we die, I want to know what your plan is.
I look at Boyden and I whisper in his ear, "Yeah, I don't know about you. I'm switching sides."
Uh,
Okay, and once they're assembled, takes about 10 minutes. They start marching towards the hill.
I say hello and take a step back.
A couple guys, about 6 guys on horses, come up, surround you, and point their lances at you.
As they get close, how close are they to me?
They're trotting up the hill towards you.
I say, I'm just here to talk. Just let's talk from here. You get close, I run away. You're gonna miss out an opportunity. I take my horse, and it's like halfway there as they're getting closer.
They're
Because they have to
trotting
go
up.
up a hill, I have to go down a hill.
Yeah, they keep trotting up.
I trot down the hill, which is faster than going up a hill.
One of them takes out a horn and blows it, and the entire forest starts moving forward.
I run away.
Okay, you bolt. Okay, where do you head back towards the
Uh,
guys who are waiting in the woods, or just you make a beeline
I go to
down
the
to the direction?
I go to the woods. I just go to the safest place I can find, which should be the woods.
Okay, so Khan, you and the Ravens are have a little makeshift camp. You've got all the horses there. You see, oh Boyden, what are you doing during this insanity?
I'm going to try to lead. I'm going to not head towards the woods. I'm going to make myself prominent. I'm going to run away from the woods
Okay,
and
so
away
you're
from them.
okay. So you're gonna get up to the road and just head back west.
Yep.
Okay, and Sir Francesco, you're heading towards the woods.
Yes.
Okay, Con, you and the Ravens are. You see, you're hearing what definitely sounds like an army moving from the far side of the hill. And you see Boyden takes off and starts heading down the road, and Sir Francesco is heading towards you, back towards you.
Is the encampment encircled by woods, like it's a clearing, or is it
You're
like
at
off the side of the road?
it's a small clump. It's probably 100 yards across in total, and it's to the south of the road, just as the hills start.
Okay.
And you're along the edge, keeping an eye on things. And
Um,
Sam is like, that sounds like a lot of men, sir. Sounds like an awful lot of men.
let's pack up and move. We're gonna move to the y'all move to the far end of the woods,
Okay,
and
so
we're gonna move in the direction of the woods, like towards where Boyden's running.
mhm. Okay, so heading back west.
Yep.
Okay, Sir Francesco, as you approach the line of the woods, you see through the trees. You can see your guys are backing off away from the edge.
Retreat, retreat, and I just keep
Okay,
riding
you
far
hear him
away.
yell retreat.
Con,
Yep. Yeah.
go look for who you know. Go for the bird goes for the worm.
That's exactly what I was thinking. All right, as they're taking off, I'm going to be shaped into a wolf, and me and my wolf are going to take off around the backside of around the woods, and we're going to circle the encampment to where we're going to try to find the scent of the bishop or the chancellor.
Okay, so you start. They don't even see you, and if they are, they're going to ignore you because they've got their eye on Sir Francesco. So, do you enter the woods? What do you do as you get to the edge of the woods, Sir Francesco?
I just vault it as far as I can and hide as much as I can. I'm just running as fast as I ever rode in my
Are
life.
you going to are you going to try to stay in the woods? It's not a huge woods. It's about 100 yards across. It's it's an outcrop.
I try to get out of the woods and then go to another place of cover and just keep running as far as I can.
It's pretty flat around here. You're in the you're along the southern coast, and you're away from the cliffs. So this is pretty flat land. You're not far from the beach. You're probably a mile north of the southern shore. It gets hilly back the way they're coming from, but it's pretty flat out here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make a beeline to the dock so I can board the ship and get out of here.
Oh, there's no dockland right around here.
Just hug the coast until I find some. Do you remember the ship I said it's gonna follow us?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna go on the coast until I find the ship and the evac.
Okay, so they crest over the hill. They saw you headed into the woods, so they're heading down there. So you get out the far end. They're going to have their outriders out looking, however, ahead of the force. You get to the shore. You see your ship out there. It's about 200 yards off the shore. And they start sending a boat in because they see you waving.
Get on the boat and get the heck out of here.
Okay, now they also see, as the boat is heading, it takes a little while to row a small boat out. They see a couple thousand guys file up behind you and surround you. And
What?
that boat turns right the fuck back around and starts heading back towards the ship.
Was
The
I able to
fuck?
distract some of the forces towards my direction?
It looks like they ignored you.
Sweet. Well, no.
I'm riding on my horse and I'm just following the coast, Doc.
Oh, hang on.
He's still
So
there.
I'm just
Oh,
riding
you're
on my
kidding me.
horse and following the coastline as long as I can, seeing if I can get away from these fuckers.
Oh, wait, no, I am back.
Yep.
Okay. And now I've echoed myself. Hang on. How do I kick myself from my own strain? Jesus Christ. Hang on a second. Okay, there we are. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I just ran away. No two ways about it. Running away.
Okay.
How close am I to the How close am I to the border, by the way?
You're probably about 10 miles away from the border.
I just got to run faster than them for 10 miles.
Okay, so what is your riding?
It's actually really good. I have 5 in riding.
Okay, give me 2d6 plus 5.
8, that's 13. Yep.
Okay, that'll give you 5 miles. Give me another one.
7, that's a 12.
That'll make it. You get to the border. They're still coming. Remember, there's nothing really around here but some villages. And as to the first village, they're freaking the fuck out because they see what's behind you. And they're just scattering.
All of this for a guy?
That
Like
fucking
what?
Raven flag. No,
Is it possible for me to safely regroup with Khan and the rest of the Ravens with us?
Okay.
you would be regrouping with them, but I'm not there.
Oh, okay.
Me and
I'll
me and my
regroup with
wolf. Me and my wolf are on an assassination mission.
I'm about to get
Got
you,
it.
Boyd. You after you took off, they didn't appear to follow you. You found a nice village, and you were just getting off your horse. Thank God. And then you hear ah, ah! And you look over, and here comes Sir Francesco with an army behind him.
Oh my
And the
lord!
villagers start just losing their shit, and they're taking off. They're running into their huts to grab whatever precious they can, and flee on foot.
Shit. I'm going to get off my horse. I'm going to have it flee, and I'm going to try to blend in with the civilians.
Okay, you're going to do this on foot, though. You're gonna abandon the horse and run on foot.
Yeah, I'm
Mix
not
it
going to
in.
be able to outrun them.
Okay, okay. Somebody grabs that horse, and gets the fuck out of there on it. Oh, you're not using this. Thank you.
Yeah,
The fisherman climbs up on your horse. It just bolts the fuck out. Okay.
I'm going to find a cellar, basically.
Find what?
A cellar.
No, there's none of these places have basements. This is the southern coast of England. This is
Okay, I'm going to hide
this is
inside a house.
dab and waddle housing.
Mm.
Okay, I'm going to hide in the house.
Okay, they're basically huts. They're like round huts.
Got it.
Okay, you go in one and throw some furs and skins over yourself in the corner.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, they're still chasing you, Sir Francesco.
I know I can ride faster than them, and I'm already in familiar territory, so Just keep. What?
You're-
I know this area. Is there any good place I can go to?
There would be a fort about 30 miles further. That's
How
basically
many?
about 30 miles further in, there's a fort.
How many people are there following me?
About 5,000.
All of them. How many of them are on horses? That's the more important question.
About 500. Yeah, you're losing the guys on the ground, but the cavalry is still chasing you.
I just keep vaulting it. I'm faster than them.
Okay. Give me another 2d6 plus your
9, 14. Do I finally lose them?
okay. They chase you for 1 hour. They're going to fire some bows at you.
I've been outpacing them for like 10, 15 miles. Like how?
You are on a war horse and you are in full harness. These
No, I'm
guys,
not on a war horse. I'm on. Well, oh, that
that's
wasn't the
what they
intent.
gave you. They gave you a light war horse.
No, that's it.
These guys are the skirmishers who are following you. They are lighter and faster than you. You are a good rider, so you're managing to keep ahead of them, but they're keeping pace.
Hence why I got rid of my horse. It's futile.
Okay. They will eventually, after about 3 hours of chasing
Anyways, I
you,
just
they
keep
cease to
riding.
give up and they turn back.
I just find some place as safe as I can and take a rest and hope the assassination mission goes well.
Okay. You eventually come across a farming village where you run into Khan and your guys.
Oh, I'm not with the guys.
Oh, that's right. You would say, where did you go?
So while the army is chasing them off, I'm circling around to the
All
back of
right.
the
You
camp.
turn into wolf form. Okay. You arrive at
And
the camp while this is going on. It's been completely emptied except for like a dozen guys who are left to like watch their stuff.
okay, I'm searching for a scent of the bishop or the chancellor or anybody. But
No, you don't. You pick up a lot of horses and men, but you don't pick up any scents that are familiar to you.
okay.
And there's been a lot of sausage eating. You smell a lot of sausage, and your wolf is like,
All right, we're gonna try to track down our guys. Head back west.
yeah, you can make much better time than they can, even with the head start. And eventually, you run into them at a small village, where eventually Boyden, the army marches past you. You hear them go right by, and you're very relieved until you start smelling smoke
Oh dear.
and you hear a crackling noise.
Fire.
Uh,
Yeah.
And you look up and you notice the the thatching on the roof seems to be burning.
Shit. I'm gonna poke my head out the door.
Okay, they just go right past. They just threw some torches and lit the village up and kept going.
Okay. I'm going to
But I'm a
crawl
tyrant.
out.
Okay, you can basically avoid them. They're not watching their backs here. They just march through and they burned a village they found. Like, oh, fun.
But
Threw
just
some
in case,
torches.
if I hear hooves, I'm going to play possum.
Okay, you see them disappear to the into the west.
All right. I'm going to start heading towards where I last know of the other ravens. And they're probably not in the forest, but I don't know that. So I'm going to head towards that direction.
Okay, you head towards the forest. They've cleared out. As you go to the shore, you do see your ship out there.
Oh, I'm going to wander over and wave.
And they send out a boat. They seem a little cautious at first, like they're a little spooked by something. You're not sure what. But eventually, they send in a rowboat after you. Oh, so did any of your fellows make it out?
I have no idea. That Francesco fella is a madman.
Yeah, that wasn't smart, was it?
No.
Oh well. Oh, so back to the capital, sir.
Yes, yes.
Okay, set sail, and they bring you back in the ship, and they start heading back towards Camelot. Okay, so Sir Francesco, you come riding into the village. The ravens are there. They're all hanging out in a little tavern, and
I
you
got
guys
to
are,
the tavern exhausted from riding all this distance.
you notice the ravens are all sitting around a table in one of the bars, and they all kind of look at you when you come in. Then they go right back to what they were doing.
I who's the top brass here? Like who's the leadership? I
That would be
look for
Khan.
them.
Khan
Khan,
would.
Khan.
I couldn't find anything in the camp after you drug them away.
Did you burn the camp down?
There was nothing there, just a makeshift fort and a couple tents that 12 or so guys were putting together.
You did not find or assassinate who we were looking for.
No, they're going to be in a kingdom or somewhere safe or church,
No,
something. The prince wouldn't be out here in the fields. Was on a wild goose chase, pretty much.
no, and there was no way for us to infiltrate them.
No,
There was no way for us to infiltrate them. Going inside, I think sneaking inside to their kingdom and finding the prince is an even more hopeless endeavor. No,
And
this is
Sam
impossible.
pipes in, "Where's Boyden?"
I
I
seen him
don't
take
know.
off down the road before I sent y'all to try to catch up to him, but y'all might have passed him.
Hopefully he's safe.
Boyden's a clever one. He can take care of himself.
So what are we doing now, sir?
Do you have any ideas? Because I'm stumped.
Yes, I'm good. I think the best idea would be to find that ship. Wherever it landed will tell us where they are or the closest to where they are.
Well, by this time, because it took you a couple days to get out here, they will have landed wherever they went.
Right.
There was no way to follow the ship. It would have been impossible. Like I'm just gonna have to go back to Camelot.
But I
Resend.
seen the ship. I can find the ship.
Will we find it and then what?
We know where they are at least.
But what do we do? I mean, I just showed you
We in,
that out.
we inform the king, and then he knows where we may take our army. He'll decide at that point. At least he'll know where they are or where they're not. Maybe.
The job was to find back the prince, to get back the prince and
Yeah.
assassinate the two traitors.
But we have to find their location before we can do that.
Yeah, but even if we find them, what do we do? Sneak in, kill them, and drag away a prince? That's too difficult.
Maybe.
I mean, I could barely outride them, and I'm the best rider in this land.
I ride an ox.
You what?
I ride an ox.
Everywhere else, people ride horses. No, I'm gonna have to go back to the kingdom and resend this contract.
Okay, so you guys are going to head back to Camelot?
I'm heading back and giving up. I can't do anything to do that. This is
I'm gonna
impossible.
fly east along the shore looking for this ship, and I'll return when I find it.
Alrighty. Boyden, you return to Camelot 2 days before these guys are going to get back. The ship lands. You're at the docks.
I report to the king, and I
Right.
explain.
You march up to the castle. They issue you right in. They usher you right in. They know who you are. So, King Percival, you've been getting reports all day of a lot of activity on the borders of both Essex and Sussex. You've just received a report that there is apparently an army that just crossed the border from Sussex, and when they let you know that Boyden is back. Okay,
My king.
they bring you to the king.
My king, Francisco is a lunatic.
Yes.
What else is new?
His plan was to defect to the Essex. It didn't go well. Um, we
I'm
wasted
sorry.
time.
He took my money, took my contract, and then planned to betray me?
It might have been a ruse, but I don't know. He kept it to himself.
Marshal,
Yes, my lord.
if this Italian sets foot in Camelot, I want him clapped in irons and thrown in the dungeon until we can interrogate him.
Gladly, my lord. And he
And
starts.
I want my money back. And if he does not have it, it'll go much worse for him.
My king, how are our forces?
Not good. Rebellion will do that to a kingdom. I've sent entreatment to the King of Kent. I am prepared to offer him or his son my daughter's hand in marriage. If I can convince the armies of Kent to then harry the eastern flank of the Saxon kings, they'll call their forces home, for they will not wish to fight a war on two fronts. They are Saxons. They're not the brightest of the people of these isles.
The princess standing near the throne says, I think they've bathed 3 times among their entire population since they've been on
Then
this
you will
island.
civilize them, my daughter. You will teach them the ways of Camelot and make the Kenters better than they be.
Yes, father. She looks a little dejected, but
That is so nasty.
What
and
happened, Boyden?
and
What happened? Tell me the events that happened, Boyden.
I accompanied Francisco to go speak with the commander, and then he whispered into my ear. After I asked him, finally, because I thought we were going to die, at least tell me your plan. And he told me that he was going to defect.
May I ask a question? I am not a mercenary, Captain. I do not know the ways of your people, but with a ship available, was there no thought in any of your heads to sail past the borders and make land somewhere and then sneak through Essex itself?
I was not privy to the plan, sir.
Clearly no one was. And what of Khan? Is his loyalty steadfast, or must I have him put in irons as well?
I have my full trust in Khan. He has
Excellent.
bested Wolf at Bramble Hollow. He's a
Excellent.
trustworthy sort. Francisco joined later on. I'm not exactly too sure about him.
Do you know anything about their Italic peoples, Warden?
Not really. I only know of Francisco.
City-states and princes, and all of them plotting and betraying and trying to overthrow each other and murder. They love murder. Their assassination is their favorite thing. They are a troublesome people.
okay.
I think it's that sun. It makes them stupid.
Okay, over the next day and a half, Khan, you do find that ship again. It has been, you see it in the port. Well, no, that's not the map I want. The port of Londinium, the capital of Essex.
Okay.
Are you going to try to land there and do anything, or are you going to?
Yeah, I'm gonna land. I'm going to wait till dark and land on the ship, and then I'm gonna get that scent again.
Okay, that's no problem. Are you staying in bird? You're not going to be able to scent track in bird form.
Right, right. So I have to change it back to wolf or human.
Okay. Now, what did you have your animals do, by the way, when you went out?
I had them return to Camelot.
They're going to return with Sam
Or to
and
the
other-
wilds of Camelot, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So
Or Bramble Hollow. I'll send them to Bramble Hollow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna take wolf form again aboard the ship.
Yep.
Okay. What is your stealth skill? and it's going to be boosted up by +3 for being in this form.
It's a 2.
Okay, so you have a 5. Uh, Give me a roll to get off the ship without being seen.
Okay.
So 2d6 plus 3.
7 plus 3, 10.
Okay, no problem. You managed to sneak off the ship down into the onto the harbor. This is a big city. It's the biggest city you have ever seen in your life. It rivals Camelot in size.
Okay. So next I'm going to find the biggest Catholic church and fly to the tower where the bishop would be.
Okay, give me a stealth roll to change without being noticed. Straight roll plus 2d6 plus your stealth.
All right. So a 10 plus 2 is 12.
Yeah,
A 6 and a 4.
you do that very easily, and there is a large cathedral.
I'm going to attempt to find the bishop, and I'm going to turn into a snake and get in his bed.
Okay,
A venomous, the viper snake.
okay, so you see there's the bell tower, which is absolutely huge, and then there's it's attached to the main cathedral. You only see 2 sets of doors to the cathedral. Both appear to be shut. There are large double doors on either side of the cathedral.
Are there any windows?
There are windows. They all have stained glass in them, however. The only openings you see are in the bell tower.
I go in the bell tower.
Okay, you land.
Yep.
And once you're in the bell tower, you don't see anyone in there. It's middle of the night.
And then I turn into a snake, and I'm going to slither down until I find sleeping quarters and try to. Is anybody in there? That's going to be my next thing.
Okay. Once you get down into the cathedral proper, you see what looks to be a sextant cleaning up.
Okay. I'm in snake form, by the way.
So yeah, he does. You can easily avoid being noticed by him. And you do see 2 sets of doors on either side of behind the altar. And the only other doors are the ones that lead out of the cathedral.
I'm going to slither under one to get a view.
You can, okay. Which right or left?
Right.
Okay. You go through what looks like some storerooms initially.
All right. I'm going to attempt to get to the other side and check out the other door.
Yeah, you can get there, no problem. He's cleaning between the pews and stuff. He's not going to notice you. On the other side, it to be several sleeping quarters, and there's stairs at the end. There's appear to be 4 sleeping quarters here, and then a set of stairs.
I want to go up the stairs.
Okay, you go up the stairs, slither, 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 and you do in fact see a set of double doors. As there's a landing and a big set of very ornate doors.
Same thing. Try to go under the door.
The fitting is too good. You can't slither under this door.
I'm going to turn back into a wolf and get a scent.
You smell the bishop in there. He appears to be present. The scent is very strong.
Can I help him?
Is the door unlocked?
You're a snake. How would you know?
Well,
Oh no, you're a wolf. Okay, what are
yeah.
you trying
So
to
no,
do?
I'll turn back into a human then, I guess, and try the door handle or latch.
It appears to be locked. However, here, what is it? What's it? What is it? I'm trying to sleep here. Well, interruptions, and you hear clomping towards the door. And the door flies open. What? Oh!
As soon as it comes open, I'm gonna cover his mouth with my hand and tackle him to the ground.
Okay, what's your unarmed combat?
4.
Better than the bishop.
Yeah, so give me 2d6 plus 4, no modifier. He's surprised and
7.
kind of a bitch.
7 plus 4, 11.
Easily, you tackle him down to the ground. You've got your hand in his mouth.
With my other hand, I'm gonna take my dagger and shove it in his throat.
Ooh, yeah, you don't need to roll for that. You're controlling him. Blood spurting out. He kicks. He stops kicking.
And then I'm going to slither back out as a snake and leave.
Okay. You can actually, he does have opening windows here.
Okay, then I'm gonna fly out and. I think I did good. I'm gonna return to Camelot.
And now I'm
Or
back.
yeah.
Okay. That'll take probably another day. So back at Camelot, Boyden
I go
has
back to
reported.
Camelot.
Sir Francesco, you arrive with your guys. As you
Yep.
approach the gates, a bag gets put over your head, and you
I would have
start
come
getting the
willfully.
living shit beat out of you. And you
Ow.
hear Sam say, "Frankie, get a horse, go to Bramble Hollow, tell Sir Edward he has to take over." And they tie you up, and they start marching you to the castle. You got Boyden. You were hanging out with the king
Mess
in
up.
the throne room, and you
Yeah,
hear,
we're just smoking bong,
yeah,
hitting some good bong.
Chilling
yeah,
out.
and you get word that the Ravens had come back with a prisoner.
A prisoner, eh?
And after about 15 minutes, Sam leads the 9 other Ravens, and they've got Sir Francesco tied up with a bag over his head. They throw him very roughly onto the ground and pull the bag off
Ow.
his head.
I plan to defect, do I?
Well, it was a ruse. I thought it was
Was
obvious.
it? Oh, of
Yes.
course, bleedingly obvious.
Well, your king, your highness, I just want to remind you, well, that I did save your life at one point.
Yes, you did.
Listen, if I wanted to,
I would stop talking if I were you, for you're about to talk yourself out of clemency. I would have made you a knight of these lands. I would have given you title, access to noble marriage, and even money. But like all your people of the South, you are incapable of thinking beyond the end of your noses. Boyden,
Yes, sir.
what would you advise me, the king, to do?
Um, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, sire.
If he had betrayed you, what would you do?
I would bopped him on the head.
Bop him on the head.
It's not the first
Grunt?
time I've done it.
hold on.
Yes, you don't want to hear what Grant would do.
No, I was going to say bop him on the head, please.
Hold on. Can I just say one thing?
Grant
Be
makes a
good.
fist, and you hear individually each knuckle crack.
I have done a lot for you. I did not mean to betray you.
And yet you did.
I did not. It was a ruse to infiltrate inside.
A ruse that you should have filled in the rest of the Ravens.
It would have been easier if you didn't know, but I never meant to do it. Look, if I wanted to betray you, I would have taken the money and left. I didn't. I came back with all of it.
You don't have it. Boyden does. I already have it back in my coffer, safe and sound.
Very good. That was the plan.
Oh, indeed. Everything appears to be the plan when it's in your favor, isn't it, Francisco?
I had to ride to save my life for 15 miles, hoping that one of our men will assassinate the target. I took a tremendous amount of risk on myself.
And are there witnesses to all this risk you took?
Boyden, you saw me
Independent
riding.
people who can confirm all these great and stunning acts of heroism and selflessness that you've performed in the name of my kingdom.
I do not know what happened to Khan, and I'm glad that the other Ravens made back safely. But I accompanied him to talk to the commander, in which he told me that he was defecting.
I was not.
You did not fill in the ravens with your plan, and I kept asking.
It would have been easier for you if you didn't know.
Is this easy for you now, Francisco? Do you feel at ease?
No, but I was supposed to take the brunt on me. I was not
Mhm.
going to bolden them when I could have done it.
Lock him in the tower. Not a hair is to be harmed on his head. He is to be fed and kept safe until Khan returns, at which point we will get to the bottom of this.
Grant looks very disappointed, but if
Strip him of all his weapons, all of his clothes, give him a friar's robe, and lock him away until Khan returns. And if Khan does not corroborate your story, Grunt will bop you on the head.
Grant Pop good. The following morning, Khan shows up to report. You get word that Khan is back.
Have him brought to me immediately.
Okay, they escort you into the throne room.
What news, Khan?
I approach the throne and I kneel. My grace, I found the ship. They are in the capital of Essex.
Yes, they're in London.
They're in the capital of Essex.
Mm-hmm.
I did locate the bishop and I did execute him. I did
Excellent.
not stick around to find any of the others, but they must be in Essex.
That's all right. One assassination will put some fear in their hearts, realizing we have a longer reach than they think we did. It might make some of them reconsider their folly. Now, what can you tell me about Francisco?
Francesco is a lunatic, but he led us on a crazy mission that I did not completely understand the plan of. He went up on the hill and attempted to parlay with the army across the hill. When I seen them take off, I told the soldiers to take off, and I scouted out for the ship. After that, I never seen any of them.
You did see in flight that they were trying to kill him.
Oh yeah, there was an army of five, of a large army chasing him down that he was trying to parlay with, but I was not up on the hill during their convo.
Fantastic. Have the Italian brought before me.
Okay, so they come to you in your cell. They grab you very roughly, drag you upstairs.
Not
Despite your
even
protest that
Khan.
you're perfectly capable of walking yourself, they seem unconvinced. They bring you and they throw your ass down on the ground in front of the king.
Yes, my king.
I am not your king. And you are not my man, Francesco Giuliani. You are a knave, a scoundrel, a coward, and at the end of the day, a liability to us all. But you are not a traitor from what Khan tells me. Grunt, bop him, but don't break anything.
What?
Grunt tried. We never really bop and not break, but I try.
A one finger slap.
Quick question: does Grunt hold any because he and Francisco used to be really close?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was before this happened. And also, Grunt is the king's man now.
Oh dear.
He was knighted. He is a knight of Camelot. He's very into it. And he
Yeah.
gives you a restrained bonk. It is the most
Oh.
painful restrained bonk you have ever experienced in your life. You see a flash of white light, and you come to flat on your back about a minute later.
Can
Grunt
you-
will tell he's not dead.
Mamma mia.
Thank you, Sir Grunt. How do you feel, Francisco Giuliani?
Fantastic.
Ah, good. He didn't rattle that charming sense of humor of yours.
Permission to speak freely.
No.
Can I leave for
Boyden.
Italy?
Boyden, do you think you can get the Chamberlain if I send you back at
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Francisco, I will give you one chance to redeem yourself in my eyes. Accompany Boyden and Khan and take care of the Chamberlain, and if possible, return my son to me. And all will be forgiven.
Can I? This is important. Can I speak to you in private?
In private? What do you have to
Yes.
hide from these people who you've fought beside?
I'm not hiding anything from them. It's not something I want them to hear. It's personal.
Clear the room.
I leave.
I'll
leave.
leave.
Grunt nearby if make trouble.
I think I can handle this one.
So everyone shuffles out.
I sit down on my butt. Do you love your son?
I love my kingdom. I love these islands. I love my daughter. My son is a fool. Always has been. But I have some affection for him, yes.
Something no father should have to hear, but I'm very, very, very. If there is any way to bring your son back alive, if we do this,
Because
any reason? Of his own volition, and he will not come back quietly or at all. Not without giving himself some defense in enemy territory.
my son fights like a kitten,
But he's surrounded by men who don't.
and I'm sending men who are killers to get him.
So I don't want to be the person who killed your son.
Then
I don't want to be involved. So I
Then
have
you will
done
be put
much.
on the first possible ship to Italy and banished from Camelot for the rest of your days. You are banished from the kingdom of Caerleon. If you were to set foot in these lands again while I live, you will be put in irons, tried, and hung. Are we clear?
I had no intention of coming back.
Good.
At this point, the rest of you are outside the throne room. The front doors get thrown open, and you see
Oh.
Captain Merrick come in, looking very haggard.
Who's Captain Merrick?
He is their basically their training master, who has been
Yeah.
at Bramble Hollow.
Captain Merrick of the Ravens.
And he just looks exhausted. He's all like cut up from like trees and stuff. Looks like he rode through the woods.
What?
He practically collapses once he reaches you.
I'll go to catch him.
He just looks like they're coming.
I kick open the throne doors and I drag him in to tell the king.
He bows. They bring in this very big dude who looks like he's had quite a few hard days behind him. He said, Majesty, they're coming. Essex, Sussex, Wessex. Their forces are on the move.
What
It
happened at
appears
Bramble
your
Hollow?
trip to Italy will be delayed, Francisco. We will talk of what happened in Bramble Hollow after.
There's more, sir.
Boyden.
Sir, there's
Ah,
sir.
gods. What?
He has his sack hanging on his belt. They threw this over the wall.
What is it?
He looks very reluctant to say anything.
Do it,
I
man.
grab it and pull the bag.
It's Prince Constantine's head.
Oh. The problem has solved itself and now provided opportunity, as unfortunate as it may be.
What?
Francisco, I
Yes.
said what I said. Now shut your fool mouth and listen. You will have to wait to return to Italy because I need you and your ship to take my daughter, my wife, and half of what is left in the treasury to Kent with a letter that is only for the King of Kent, after which you may take whatever coin you need to go wherever you wish from there. Con, Boyden, I would ask you to go as well and keep my family safe.
I will, my lord.
Grunt,
Yes, sir.
you protect my family now. That is your charge as a man of this crown. Gentlemen, it appears we will part ways here, and more than likely the next time we meet will be in whichever afterlife is the one that they think is proper. I thank you for your service. And I wish you all, including the Italian, the best of fortunes in your future. Now look at the exchequer, prepare everything. Fetch me a scribe that I may write this missive to the King of Kent. And the rest of you, prepare what you need, take what time you need, and take what men you need. There is no need for you ravens to die fighting a war.
The Ravens are already fighting, sir. At Bramble Hollow, they are under siege.
Then we will ride to
Bramble
relieve
Hollow.
their siege.
Hold on. Let me come there. I went to Bramble Hollow.
Is there a disconnect in your mind? Did Grunt's blow make you extra stupid?
I could try to
hold.
hit back.
I am charging you with one simple task, the protection of the future of this kingdom, and instead you want to go to Bramble Hollow where you think one extra sword is going to turn the tide of battle?
If up to you.
Speak, man!
I said, as you command.
Boyden, Con, I trust you. This one is your problem to deal with. Now, do as you will, but your ship is being commandeered for this purpose.
All right. Yes, sire. I want to take. I'm going to go approach Merrick, and I want to get more information about what's happening with Bramble Hollow.
Yeah, I just go deal with government stuff and marshaling the army and all the other stuff I got to deal to get this going.
At least 10,000 men are marching on the city. We sent out 10 to reach here. I'm the only one that's made it this far, as far as I know. We're approached from every side.
We can't just leave Ocean and Edward.
Sir Edward.
Yeah. But we have our orders.
That we do.
Hey, wow,
what?
if only I knew that you had this thing that I asked you to tell me that you chose not to. So
Yeah, but your character didn't know, so
exactly, but you didn't tell him. This is your primary malfunction.
All right.
No, this is not the primary malfunction. This is the tertiary malfunction.
Francisco, you must accompany the princess with Grunt.
I will.
Con.
Yep.
I think we need to round up as many men as we can, and we should die with our brothers.
I'm pretty sure Sir Edward would have taken care of what he needed to and escaped if he needed to, and he would have. I will not charge into my death. I won't.
But they're surrounded on all sides.
And Captain Merrick was the only one to make it out of the ones who. So they've already been sacked probably by the time they got here. We can only hope they've survived and meet them again later in life.
All right.
They did have a decent force with them. They had about 2,500 men, and they are on the
Okay.
defensive.
I'm going to leave the courtroom, and I want to take stock on how many ravens that we have here in this city.
10. The rest of them are
10?
all at Rebel Hollow.
I just go to the ship. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just beelining it to the dock.
Damn it! I'm not a leadership role.
Oh, I'm not either.
I'm not either.
I'm
Apparently.
going to do what the king told me to do, and I'm going to escort the princess and the treasury to Kent.
I'm not in the leadership role either, so I just go follow orders at this point.
That's a new experience. How's that feeling for you?
I know.
Like how those shoes
Actually, it's a
fit?
lot easier. It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier, honestly. If somebody else fucks up, I don't have to do nothing.
Okay,
You're
well,
gonna get bonked on the head.
we're coming up on
Yeah.
2 hours, so we'll call it here. And I'll figure out what the hell I'm going to do to untangle this.
Hey, don't blame us. You're the guy bringing armies into this asshole. Don't blame us.
I want
we
to
kinda-
see army combat because Dock Systems is actually pretty smooth.
You know,
I've
we can
played it
always
before.
just make characters just for the battle. Like, we don't have to play the same characters. Like, these characters are definitely not fit.
Well,
for
two of you
battle.
have two of you have player characters already there.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so we're playing them. I'll play Olsine.
Oh, and you also, Boyden, your 8 thugs are there as well, in addition to the Ravens guys. So you have
The
8
table thugs.
the table gang.
Got it. Oh, okay. Okay.
And we'll
I
say
do
they
have-
still have the murder table with them.
That is nice about joining this campaign 3 sessions ago. It's like every time you guys speak, I learn some new piece of lore that would be like, oh, that's a thing. Oh, okay.
Oh,
You are the worst communicators.
oh,
Y'all play your
Boyden-
cards super close to your chest.
Boyden's really bad at rolling, so he has to come up with the ingenious ways to participate.
I feel that.